liner for water tanks.
Oh, really?
They guarantee them, harder than concrete, just thinned out, it'll fill a hole 3/8 of an inch. Anything bigger than that, they say you can cut a piece of coffee can, lay it over it, and coat right over it. They guarantee it to seal the tank forever.
And through the very back of that tank, I actually shoved wood under it. The seam in the very back of it is down, so, and there's nothing to weld. So,
Well, what I was thinking, and I
you need to
thought,
put a piece of metal or something pretty hefty.
well, I thought about that too, and what I'll probably do is I'll probably take some strap steel and wrap it all the way up under the bottom of it and weld it to those side plates.
Okay.
That way it's actually got a support there.
Yeah, it'll have to be pretty
Yeah.
substantially thick. So.
Yeah.
Wide and a quarter inch.
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna see what this company says and what the price of this stuff is.
Eighth.
If it's not terrible,
Yeah.
then it sounds like it might be an option where we can make this water tank work for a good long while. Because everything we can find, the water tanks that we've been finding, even the poly tanks, are small.
Yeah.
So if we can do anything we can to keep that 3,500 gallon tank.
I will send you the link I had for the replacement tank.
Okay.
But there, I think it was in McAllen, made in McAllen, so.
Alright. Is it a steel tank?
Yeah, it's just like what we have. It's a replacement for what we have.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, if this stuff's like a few $100s,
Well,
it's,
if it works.
yeah, and that's what I read through the whole instructions of it and everything, and it's two-part epoxy. It looks like JB Weld. You mix the two together till it's gray. It says before you put the thinner in it, to where you can brush it or roll it on, you take some of the Play-Doh type, put it in a trough, you smear that all over your big holes, cracks, or whatever, and then you go inside and roll on top of
Okay.
that.
That's kind of what I did with the PC7. Only it's a little thicker.
Yeah.
The issue was, there's so much rust in there, there was nothing for it to bond to.
This stuff says,
It'll make its own.
this stuff says probably 3% of the people they sell to actually go in and prep the tank.
Okay.
Most everybody puts it right on top of whatever's there.
All right, well, then that's great. You don't have to, like sand off where it's painted or epoxied inside
Now,
for it to bond to the metal.
me, myself,
to the metal.
being an old body guy,
Yeah,
I'll probably take some scrapers in there and at least scrape the heavy scale off of it
yeah.
before I put it down, because I know how metal works. But, other than that, it goes right on top of
Well,
it.
if you go in that tank, first of all, you ain't that much taller than me. First of all, you wanna get your little step stool
I've
and drop
already,
down in there,
I've already-
because you can't get out, because your arm, Eric had to pull me out.
We got help getting him out.
But I'm telling you, yeah, you get something about that tall, you can, put your arms up.
5 gallon bucket.
You
But
can get
that's-
Paisley's
Old
pipes.
busted in there.
That's where we're at with the water truck
What's
right
that
now.
spring on?
I am having a difficult time finding metal fittings for that pump, so we may have to just go in it with PVC.
And that, you know what, it'd probably be all right.
I don't think it'll ever blow out of PVC.
Well, if you PVC and then put a rubber gasket, coupling.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll have
so
to stay with the company.
Also, I probably don't have to say this, but if you do go in that tank, man, you need to take something for ventilation, exhaust or something. It's pretty.
We can get one of those little small, like, round fans that you can-
Yeah, I'd used it for an exhaust fan, is what I did.
Well-
We just use a box fan.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you don't
What
wanna.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking about getting a respirated mask.
I used a respirator too.
I'm not talking about a
Are
respirator,
you
I'm
talking
talking about
about
an
oxygen tanks?
No, I'm talking about, you hook it up to a compressor.
It's an air supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad down there with that. I just used a painter's respirator.
This stuff here,
Well,
that's most likely what I'll do.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's
And I used the shop vac, when I was, scraping and grinding and stuff. I used a wire wheel on the grinder. And it'll go right through the middle. It's pretty right.
But I'll be
There's,
up.
there's also where the baffles are in there, those baffles don't go straight down, they come down and right above, they curve, and they're welded there. So there's, you may have to end up getting something in there kind of, the gap where it curves, that little thin spot where you can't really get under there, you may just have to fill it in. You'll see it when you get down there. Have you been in it?
I'll poke my head in it.
Yeah, you'll see, it looks different when you're down in there.
Yeah, imagine.
And you can't get all the way, you can get sections, you have to pull those top ones.
Yeah, that's the lucky thing. Luckily, those 3 portals are there.
Yeah, yeah,
Most of your water tanks just have one.
yeah.
See, Eric, it's the benefit of us being fountain boys, we don't have to get in there because we can't.
I'll bet I can
A
get you
little
in there.
hard on you, we'll slide you in.
This thing getting out.
We didn't think getting out.
Right.
Say we'd open there.
I got something in about the water jug.
You got what?
I said I got something that's not about the water
Oh,
jug.
they,
Okay, so, my mom's probation officer, she used to be the community service coordinator for McLennan County. And after some research, I have talked to the community service coordinator and I've gotten the paperwork. We can work with their office and they can send us out people that want to do their probation hours. We can choose, either, what is it, not felonies, but misdemeanors or felonies. They did say if we choose felonies, we'll get more people for one. We can also put on there that what we want, what we do and do not want. So if we don't want any, no sex offenders, no violent crimes, that type of thing. So we can make sure we're not, it's just, people with drunk drivers, people that owe money to, child support, that kind of thing. There's also, we can either do it on like a monthly basis, but she said that if we make it an event, then they'll give them double hours. So say they come out and work for us for 8 hours, they'll get 16 hours.
We need them to stay in there as long as possible so we can get as much work.
Whatever. We can have them work, we can say we
It
need
can be
you
multiple
for,
days used.
yeah, you can do like a whole weekend.
I know we had talked about doing that for some of the 20% thing,
Yes, and that will work for the 20%
but I'm
thing.
thinking we just do it in general.
Yeah.
Just to help with the maintenance
Yeah.
and stuff around the track.
And we can do that, we can do both, events, that'll get us, so like for the fence building. I'm sure if we, and we also, if we ask, say we need 20 guys, we need to ask for 40. Always ask for double, cause they're not always gonna show up, or they're not always gonna, get out there and stay and, can I help you? Get out there and see it, and they're gonna, that kind of thing. But we can do both. And it will go towards our 20% towards the grant. So, we have, we decide on, okay, we're doing
It's a related
fence.
project.
Yes, so say, for the fence, we can have 20 guys out there, and I had my brother and a couple of his buddies, 16-year-old boys out there pulling nails and putting fence. So I'm sure that there's grown people that can handle that. If not, we can throw them on a, with a weed whacker or something. But that is something that I've been talking to her about. I've got paperwork. I just need to know, dates, and then, I'll get with Eric and Andy and them and everybody, and we can, fill out exactly, who we want and who we don't want. We do have to have a point of contact person. Eric said that he would be out there. If he can't for some reason, like if you're working or whatever, my mom said that she would come out and be the point of contact. Just so if we have other club members that come out and then, they're like, well, who are those guys working? Oh, they're probationers. It might make you a little edgy. My mom's been a probation officer for many years. She's kinda scary. You've met her. She can yell. So, yeah, ask Stevie, he knows. So, my mom said that, she would donate her time to come out and be point of contact, so that way we have, she can wear a probation officer jacket, and so that way we have official looking people, cause I know that will ease other people's minds.
We don't have nothing to worry about, they don't steal Suzuki's.
You're fine.
Oh.
So,
I'll kill 'em again.
So, I did get the paperwork, I talked to her over Christmas, she said that, you know, we can probably get a bunch of people if we put that will accept the felonies, and we'll put it as an event, we could probably have 20, 30 people easy.
I'm not so worried about the felonies, cause you got
Yeah,
lots of
well, and we
felony
can
drug
pick,
charges.
yeah,
Do not want any sex.
no,
Yeah.
and there's a spot on that paper that says, charges you will not accept. So, and we can put that, you know, no violent crimes, no sex offenders, and we can make sure, my mom said that if we had any questions, we could holler at her, cause that's what she did before, to make sure that we get exactly what we want, so.
Like I said, just give that paperwork, for now, give it to Eric and Chrissy to hang on to. And then when it comes time, we'll sit down and figure out.
Yeah, she just said that, she would probably need like 3 or 4 weeks to sort of let them know and everything, so that way we'll get more people, just, you know, side advance notice, but we have to provide tools, but we can tell them, you know, wear long sleeves, bring gloves, wear boots, wear long pants. They do.
Okay, well, I thought
We
they
don't have to
did.
feed them.
Right, 'cause they
If
bring
you
their sack
want
lunch.
to provide water, you know, they do. They, I mean, we want them to come back, so if we're kinda nice to them, you know, provide water or whatever, they do come back, you know, so that way we'll have people
There he
that
is.
sorta know what they're
Bring
doing.
us some
They're
meeting on
supposed
that.
to be rehabilitated, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, it
And
depends
not
if they
come
went
back.
to jail.
Don't give
Well,
them
it
a
depends
hard
on how many
time.
hours they have. Well, see, they can't sit in jail anymore and sit their hours out anymore, they have to do it, no.
They have to?
No, jail's too full, so,
So they're gonna be mad at us already.
no, because if we provide them an event,
Only
we're
you.
We're getting them done.
An incentive.
So, yes, the incentive is if we do the event, so say we have them for 12 hours, that cuts out 24 hours of their time.
And
Got
then when
somebody
they-
over
when they
here.
liquor store, they can go buy a
And they,
motorcycle.
yeah, they can go buy a motorcycle, they can go out ride.
Don't write that
They
stuff
can
down.
Yes,
You better look at it, because a lot of places, according to state law, you have to supply water if they're working at it.
yeah,
So we
I've
better take a
talked to
look.
her and, yeah, we can, I mean, I was planning on doing that anyway, just as, you know, goodwill, because I know it's hot out there and I don't wanna be building no fence,
It's the right
so.
thing to do.
So we need to come up with a list of weekends that we could possibly do something like that, maybe?
Yes,
Yeah. I mean, even,
and that's all
you
over the
know,
place.
we have
Everybody's
like,
scheduled.
our big
I see
festival
them out there.
races, it takes a lot of blood sugar and a lot of meeting and a lot of, I mean, because that's when we usually get
What's our plan, the flat track events before that first event in April?
That is a wonderful question.
The answer to the
Can
question is
can
we
can
don't
we
have.
demo the other one so we can see a light at the end of the tunnel?
No,
No,
What are you
Don't
talking
think
about?
that-
because for our first April race, we may have to do a patch job the week of.
I think that's what's money.
well, that might
No,
be.
it's not, but
It's forbidden.
we have the boards on hand, do you see what I'm saying? So we can use that to patch right now, because I'm waiting to get this reimbursement before I go and spend another $5,000-6,000 on a
Makes
fence.
sense.
So, I mean, we may have to patch, whether we want to or not.
It'd be great as long as
I
nobody hits
mean,
it.
you know, I mean, it is what it is, I mean, that's where we're at. And I've already spoken to Jake Latimer about this, I mean, he's aware, I mean, it is what it is at our point, because I have to get this reimbursement, because with the taxes and everything else all coming out at once, it ate us alive. And I'm not gonna hurt the club by shelling out $6,000-7,000 more dollars for a new fence, when we can feasibly patch it for now
What was
until we
I
get
just
those.
wondering why we didn't build a fence instead of building a stage.
That's out of my control, I have no idea.
I know that was last year, so this year, so
So,
we're not gonna,
I
we're
mean,
not gonna jump that broom again.
so I can't, you know, I mean, that's not in my control.
Cause I kinda would think that would be priority with the Phoenix Flat Track people coming regular now. Then I would kinda
But
have
we
that a
are-
little higher on the list of,
We are,
things they need.
we are working on those steps, I mean, we're definitely,
Sign me up for volunteering to patch it up then, but
Yeah, we gotta wait till,
it needs,
right before the event, because the wood we have, once it gets
If
wet,
it gets patched.
well, it's just
gonna get
visual anything,
patched.
anybody hits that, they're going right into the bleachers.
it's run anyway.
We don't get all the nail holes pulled out of them.
To answer your question, that then, the reason it wasn't done, number one, we were trying to do something brand new, not a rebuild, and also number two, if we got this done and we could get everything rolling, this fence could cost a lot more than that platform.
Yeah.
So
We're
it could be
looking
very
minimum
expensive.
$5,000 for that.
500 and something feet of fence.
Yeah, so I mean, you're talking about this fence could get into $25,000-$30,000 depending on how we built it, and, you know.
That's a hell of a fence, Ross.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna,
A 5-foot wooden fence.
if they're gonna build it, and we have to use this money, we could get into putting a retainer wall up there that really
Well-
was good, and that will cost you that.
I've actually been researching fence options. What I'd like to see a double fence. I'd like to see a catch fence, plus another 6-foot fence that'll keep the racers off that fence. Chain link. But I really like the picture of the one that I sent you.
That was a great idea.
What it had,
It's
I've
a
got a picture of it,
flex.
I'll show you in a minute, but the way they had it set
Grant will
up.
pay for that, for a concrete retaining wall.
What?
Grant will pay for it.
That's what I'm saying, it could get
I
into
don't
20
wanna
grand.
put concrete. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I don't want to.
It's trees is bad enough.
Brush up against the side, it'd be better than the fence.
The fence that I was looking at, I seen a picture, I actually took a screenshot, it was in a video. And the way they had this thing built, it was, like cattle panel. You know, cattle panel is the square fence you buy in 12-foot lengths. So it was that, it had concrete fence, it had metal fence posts behind that.
Yes, the
Concrete, but in the middle between that post, which was about here, the fence is about here, it had an old motorcycle tire in it. So it's cushioned.
Right, a safe.
It
Yeah,
had,
like a safer barrier, yeah.
it had plywood bolted to the,
Where'd you look?
To the cattle panel.
it was in a video.
It's really
See,
good.
there you go, Baylor,
It's
it's
really
right
good.
there in McGregor.
But the thing about that fence though, you're not gonna want people right on it. So you need 2 fences.
Right,
Yeah.
you gotta protect the spectators.
Right.
Does anybody know anybody over Baylor?
What's Balin?
Baylor Country, they manufacture all that stuff he was just talking about. Right down the road from us.
Cattle panel?
Yeah. They got a boneyard out there. One of my best friends, he hadn't been there about a year, but he worked for like 5 years. He knows people over there. I'm like, wait, rattle that cage.
I mean, it's all.
If we could get materials and things like that in exchange for sponsorship, we are willing to do that then, for us to beat the bushes.
Yeah, I mean, if you somehow get Bella Country to donate all that cattle panel stuff, we'll put a sign out there for them somewhere.
Well, they manufacture them out there. We could actually probably have them made to length, longer lengths in these sections.
Yeah.
That would more benefit our cause instead of keeping cows out. It all depends on how you get in the market, you gotta figure out what their budget is for that year, and this is the month, I gotta get what their budget is.
I got no problem advertising for anybody that donates.
Now, how, do we have to,
Hey,
how do we
I've talked to them
reconcile
already,
that?
about, disc parts, stuff like that, they make all that stuff. Yeah, I can ask, they know what, they know me, who I am and what I do.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, we're kinda in a rock and a hard place after all the expenditures in December. We're just in a rock and a hard place with that stuff. Once we get a couple of these reimbursements, then I think we'll be a lot better.
So are we setting, realistic goals for the first quarter of this year? We done anything like that yet? Y'all been bouncing off each other, y'all all know. So what's our mission for the first quarter of this year? Things that we need to get done, organized work crews. We're gonna go get some schedules, and how are we gonna get our volunteers all there at the same time? Somebody providing us to get some of these things done.
Well, 9
Y'all
times
put
out
in
of
a lot of
10.
hours out there as it is already.
9 times out of 10, Benny, on our motocross races, Saturdays are called prep days.
Right.
That's
But
been
who
the
shows
same,
up?
that's
That
been the
makes sense.
same for years and years and years. I mean, it's, is it publicly announced as much as it could be? Probably no. However, the Saturday before, usually on our MX races, those are prep days, and, usually the week before our, 2 weeks, up to a week before a flat track race is prep time, or all the way up to the day of flat track is prep days. So, I mean, it's a monthly thing regardless. I mean, every Saturday before MX is a prep work day. Volunteers, it's been like that for years, so I mean, it is kind of an every month set in stone kind of thing.
Emma, can I add to that? There's a lot of times we do leave the track open because the only part that's shut off is the back section.
Yeah.
So we can still allow people to come in and ride the front
Yeah.
without affecting any day riding.
What did you say?
So that's kind of why I
Well, he
don't
was just
always,
at- yeah,
it just
he
depends on the situation for that month,
Correct. His basically thing was, do we have a schedule of work days on what we wanna do?
Just go out, if you wanna work, just go out there. I mean, there shouldn't
That's not
be,
what I'm talking about. We can all
I mean,
go out there one day a week, one or two of us, and we're not gonna get nothing accomplished. Because like me and Joe can come out and spend a day, we can have what needs to be on the trails done. He's got a lot of hours in it, I got a few hours in it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, we've got projects that we're wanting to get done in 2020. Everybody's got a vision to spend this money. If they want us to spend the money, we need to come up with a plan and organize some of this stuff, when the money's gonna come back, and when we can start our
Well,
next
we
project.
don't know that, so,
You'll
so
never know.
when I get a hold of
It's a lot
Eric,
of time.
so when exactly, so I'm gonna tell you this right now. First quarter, nothing's gonna happen,
Well, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
because I've gotta get a
never
hold of
gonna
Eric,
happen
I've
for
gotta
one
submit
reason,
this,
because
I've gotta
nobody's
submit
gonna
this
show up on prep
reimbursement.
days.
And then once I
They
get
never
this
do.
reimbursement,
She's
it can
talking
take
about
up to 45 days
Am
for
I
us to
right?
get that money back.
she's talking
So
about.
I'm gonna tell you, it can take me up to 30 days to get a hold of Erica, get this reimbursement and whatnot, because I mean, she's a very, very busy woman, like I said, she works at Texas Parks and Wildlife. She's always in and out of her office, always out on conferences and this and that and the other. So she does get back to us when she's able, and so, I mean, as soon as she does, I'll submit that, and then once I hit that submit button, it goes into its process, and then it is up to 45 days from that day that we could get a reimbursement. And so, I
So we're
mean,
gonna plan
so,
accordingly to how
so,
that circles around.
correct, so once we get those reimbursements in, we'll have a little more leeway to make some plans.
Yeah, you can
Does
make
that
a
make
better
sense?
schedule of what
Because
you want.
it is so hard right now without those reimbursements being submitted for us to just say, okay, well, hey, guess what, second quarter in May, we're building a fence, you know, I mean, I can't see that just
Yeah,
yet.
if you don't have the reimbursement.
Because, I mean, I don't have that, at this very moment, I don't have that fund to allocate to a specific day or a specific week for us to start that project. So, I mean, you know,
My next question would be on this grant thing, could we start another project while we still got one in construction?
You can, but you don't want to.
It's okay to do that?
you
don't wanna
can,
have
but you don't want to. You wanna try to keep it at one project at a time.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then we need to make our, instead of a priority over here where we're bringing people in on flat track, then we need to get that stage finished, so we get our money back, right?
Well, yes and no, okay, cause we're breaking the stage down into phases, which can be submitted by phase.
Cause we never know if it's gonna rain or freeze.
Flat track,
You can't have it set in stone.
are you talking about the fence of flat track, or are you just talking about?
Universally, as a racing complex, if we're not gonna take care of, what's on the side on the front gate? Cross country, hare and hound, motocross, flat track.
There is
What
no
we
sign
doing
on
on
the
the
front
front?
gate.
There's none of that on the fence at Waco.
Yeah, there is on
There used to be a
the,
sign
right
out
there
there
to the
at front
right hand
gate.
side of the
Y'all
gate.
Y'all must have just put it up, cause it wasn't
Yeah,
there.
that's been there for
The
years.
one on the right is
I
on.
What
ain't
happened to
never
the
seen
one
it.
that was on the gate? Yeah, there's one sitting there, it's plywood, The one but that, it's all that was on the faded. gate was pertaining to like
Yeah,
non-members and stuff like that.
But
I'm
there
so, I'm
is
trying
one,
to,
it just
I'm
needs to
trying
be
to understand.
done completely.
So you're saying,
because
so
it's
you're
so
basically
far.
saying.
Yeah, that's part of
You're
down the
basically
road,
saying
the
you're
kind of
not
thing
doing
we're
anything
gonna
with
do.
flat side until we get that project
Benny
completed.
wants
Is that what you're
is,
kind
he
of
wants a
saying?
guaranteed prep day.
Oh, okay.
We
I-
put
that's-
that shit,
that's what I
people
kinda-
don't show
That's
up.
what I was trying
It,
to.
you know what I'm
It's up
saying?
here.
We've done it,
Yeah,
it doesn't
I'd
work.
like to make a motion
I'll
if we
put that
could,
down here.
on this, some of this grant stuff and projects and stuff. And I'm not gonna go so far as to say there needs to be a grant committee, but there kinda sorta does.
Yeah.
There really does.
Alright.
And here's what I think, because, in my experience, here over the years at the club, it's really hard to get everybody in the
Why are they
room
talking so much?
focused
Because they talk so
on
much.
the task at hand.
I'm sorry.
It's a big, multiple things.
They just keep
What I would
saying
recommend, and this is just me, but I would
Do this right
recommend, everybody come up with a wish list. What you wanna, what you'd like to see. You know, I'm not saying everything, maybe pick an area, divvy it up, come back, and maybe not even at a meeting, but just compile a program,
Well, that's
a
why I
vision.
mentioned the meetings last month, and you said we didn't need one.
Well, and the reason I say we don't, Benny, is, and I know there's been some people that were here when we had the motocross, track committee.
And that turned into a
It
disaster.
is a
You had-
disaster.
It's a nightmare,
It's a
because
disaster.
everybody
So
wants
if we
it
had a
done their
committee,
way.
like we were talking about last month and you just now, if we have a flat track committee and we've got experts in that area, and we got people in motocross and people in trail riding here, we need to get people with the knowledge, get them in a committee where they can allocate some of these things getting done.
Here's what I would recommend.
We have
And I-
we have the e-board officer.
Yeah, forgive me if I
That is-
overstep my boundaries here,
No,
but
you're fine.
here's my recommendation. I mean, obviously Joel's a big flat track.
Yeah.
What do you need, Joel? Go make a list. This is what,
He ain't got enough paper over there.
I know it, I know.
Yeah, I
it.
do.
Make a list,
already
make,
have it
and
right
make a
there.
priority, make it a priority. Same thing with the cross country, same thing with the motocross. Facilities overall. There are things like the fence, the entrance and all that stuff. The railroad's gonna pay for that. I mean, the contract's done, you know. When they're gonna do it, can't tell you, so there's no point in us doing that. Running water line, we need to run water line, we need to run electricity up the hill, we need a bathroom up the hill, all these things, but, what we need to do is come up with a list of the things that we need,
And then prioritize.
and then prioritize them, and at that point, that's when I would say you would need a committee to implement. Be sure that it's on track, in a timely manner.
Well, that's what your
And
e-board.
all the other members,
And
they
the
come to
e-board can
meetings.
do it.
So the club don't vote on nothing no more?
We have
Well, I'm not
so
saying
many
you don't
members
vote on
and so
it.
many different-
No, we have $500,000 to spend, Gene. We got 3 years, less than 3 years to spend it.
Okay.
We gotta come up with 20% of it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that if you go rushing into stuff and.
That's
the club-
exactly right.
The club is supposed to vote on the stuff that goes on.
That's true, that's true.
That's the way it's always been.
It's the way it's always been, and that's fine too. But now, here's the thing. If Joel needs a fence, you know.
It's not Joel, wait a minute, hold it.
Joel,
No,
I'm
he's
saying
saying-
flat
he's
track.
saying
If you're ahead of the
flat track,
committee,
he's
it's on
just-
your list.
On Joel's
Yes.
list. Yeah.
Okay, how about this? I got an idea.
No, hold on.
If you have,
To Gene, hold on just a second, to Gene. We need to make a list first. We need, and we
And
need,
that's-
and we as,
exactly right.
and we as,
That's understandable.
we
When
need
you
to
have
have
the
the
list, you
list.
start.
If we wanna do the entire
Fighting
club
back and
vote,
forth.
put that into priority, which I really don't think that we do, because it's more of a direct line, then we do that. But first we gotta have a list of everything needs done.
Exactly.
Then we need to prioritize it, then we bring it to the meeting, right here. We table it, and we vote on it then.
How long are you gonna take to get the list? That's what I think.
I think we could have the list by next meeting.
By the next meeting, huh?
By next week?
Yeah.
Next meeting.
Next meeting.
Next month.
You can put your input into someone next week.
Yeah.
You can have your input done in, put in.
I'm right.
There you go.
Well, and it's,
Yeah.
it's.
And that's why I'm not saying
and
much.
when you bring it to the meeting, you say, here's our list, this is what I'd like to see done, this is what I need, okay? then you
You just go
can vote
back there
on
and tell them you need to pay.
the
You don't
particulars.
have to take that
We're gonna
one,
make this
she'll
stuff, and we're
clean
gonna
it
paint
up.
it white, or we're gonna paint it pinky or orange. Or, you know, or we're gonna run electricity up the hill. We're gonna bury it, we're gonna put it on poles, you know, whatever you need to do. So, but those are things that have been put into the grant request.
So we gotta agree on kind of spending.
Yeah, we gotta spend, we don't have, I'm telling you.
We gotta
Yeah,
continually.
it's gotta be something that's gotta be done every month, or, you know, something on frequency, or we're not gonna get it done. It's gonna be hard.
So we need to get first one, see how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And how long, is it gonna be 90 days before they
God, dang, you got any duct
They're
tape?
saying about 3 weeks.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, and it's very possible.
What do you think, Andy?
Wow.
All right?
Do that test run
Does
first.
that sound like, is that what you guys have in mind? Okay.
Yep.
All
We got
in favor?
it, we can sit here and vote on everything that needs to be, and everybody knows needs to be done,
Yeah.
but until we actually put it in the list, it's not even worth talking about, to be honest with you. 'Cause
Well,
we
we
can-
come up with
we
a
can
plan,
al-
we gotta go to the budget
Yeah.
lady and find out what we can and can't do.
Yep.
We might have to move another project in front of that, depending on
Yeah.
she's the one that's got that little money she's got.
Yep,
We can't do nothing without
So
this
until,
lady right here.
until we finalize the process, figure out the process, we'll just table that. Next month, everybody brings something that they think needs to be fixed or upgraded or whatever to the next meeting, and then we'll go from there. Yes.
That's a good idea.
I'm all for him.
Well, the only reason I'm kind of not cross, but I've been a member for 2 years, I'm just now getting involved in this stuff. I'm trying to stay out of it when you talk too much. But I haven't seen a lot of changes. A lot of y'all have been members for years.
Well, you know what, I'll tell you all about that, I'm gonna fill you in.
Thank you.
I'm gonna fill you in right now.
Because
Okay? Well, not right now, because we're gonna adjourn right now.
that's the journey.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Any more new business?
Any more new business? Listen up.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Right here.
Meeting adjourned.
Sorry, anything.
I appreciate y'all. Look at y'all, all y'all CMA, a third of the building. We love y'all.
So what physically got,
When we
I think
do,
I talked about on this race, but
if we can possibly
I don't understand that.
do race changes, like, because you're real good at getting it all schedules, and you see all of it. If we can let CMA know just a couple weeks ahead of time if we're gonna change monthly. No, listen, hey, you think, when is the month? So she knows, and the reason, because
You gotta ask her
because
that. He's the man in charge.
it's March, because we may.
They just get off on this.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a quick
Well, I
question.
know, so if we can sit down and figure out the race schedule. Yeah, until like, probably till about 1 or 2 maybe. Yeah, come on, just come up. Office.
Question is, she was nominated, is she automatically on?
Oh, yes, you are, you're on it.
Well, nobody ever said anything. We got off on
I'm
circle
sorry.
jerk 2 and 3.
Thank you.
So nobody
It
ever,
was just, I think it was just kind of implemented, you know, kind of like.
yeah. I know, I'm
Because
just,
nobody else said anything.
it's just,
Automatic.
it's just like the deal with the gate. The reason I say that legitly, some of those cross-country guys are
Yeah, but you
assholes.
can't do that because you got so many people that are so paranoid that
Paranoid.
bikes will walk. People come in and
Oh,
steal.
yeah.
There's too many shady people. John's house, he had somebody come over to his house not too long ago. That bike got stolen out of his truck. So there's thieves around the area. Some friend of his came out to ride and their
Really?
bike got stolen
Oh,
out of John's
yeah, I
house.
know you're talking. It's been a while back.
So I mean, it's just the protection of the riders and our guests. You know, we just don't want their stuff walking away.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I can tell the
Like, you know,
guys,
we're
it's
gonna
not
have
hard.
So many people that we don't know is gonna be out there.
Like but here's what I'll do. When I get home and plug my phone, it's almost dead. I do it now. I'll put on there, gate closes at 11:30. No questions asked. If you're not in, you're on the side of the road. And that's what everybody else does. Cause like, the Torques, last weekend they had a Torques
Really, they
race.
shouldn't be coming in that late. I mean, that's just kind of. Well, I mean, not 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
is what I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
at, What I'm getting at, yeah.
Your phone still.